So, in this session, I'm going to just go over some more stuff related to Claude AI. So, I went to Claude AI into my account. I logged in. I'm still using the free version. So the free version has some limitations. It stops answering after a couple of questions. But just to give an idea, right? And then we can purchase it as an individual or but basically you can ask. So I just asked it a question that can you help me build an iPhone app, and it gives me the exact details or what I will need to. So for someone who has no clue on how to do this, it's very easy. It's very important to at least know what we have to do and where we have to start, because initially I remember I've gone through this cycle to try to create an app, but then it was like, okay, I have to get Xcode, then I have to use the Swift UI, and a lot of stuff. So this one, it gives me exact steps. So of course, we need a planning and architecture, and then a code example. So these all code will be. So somebody needs to know that uh, you know language or Swift, right? So Xcode, and then we need to have proper requirements. Like also now with all this MVC and all, somebody needs to understand that. And then what I need is, I need a Mac computer. I need Xcode. Xcode is freely available in App Store. I already have it. I downloaded it. And then also, if you want to publish it, then you need it. But that's for later. At least for this one, I'm just trying to play around and see how I can use Xcode and how I can use Claude actually to generate code for me. So then it asked me general questions like what type of app you want to build, what are the features, what's your current programming experience, and do you have access to Mac and Xcode. And then it says it can help me setting up the first Xcode project, which is very important, right? How do you go to first create your project, and then again the next step will be you start coding. So if you have an initial piece of code, if you give your idea to, if you put your idea, say I want to build an app which is a gaming app, and then if you give it exact details, it will bring out stuff. It will spit out code, which I'll show shortly. And then it also, you need a user interface, and of course where the data will go, right? And also what are the APIs and what. So it asks me what kind of app I want, and if once I specify that, it will give me. So I'll just give something that I want to bring, build an app that I want to capture my notes, from my conferences. And then it says, oh, okay, great. So that it will give me, so all those things that I didn't think, okay, of course you will need access to something that will take notes, some summaries, some conference management, some organization. And it also gives the technical approach to it. And then it will say, okay, once you have everything ready, then it will give me. And then similarly I said, okay, what about my data? I want to have a data model. So it gave me a Swift data, complete data. And then it explains about the models. And then after that I can ask, okay, what about my UI, what about my setup? So I can keep giving that, and it keeps spitting out the code. But eventually it is us who have to bring all that code together into Xcode, wherever the data goes, wherever the UI code goes, and we have to fix the errors, compile, and then test it. But that initial step to even write a single piece of code, that help, it provides us. So if you see my in my the Claude AI, it's running and generating some code. So I gave her an initial requirement, and then to the Claude, and then it starts setting it up. So this is kind of all the work that's being done so fast.